Maybe watching this video for the first time, so I always like to set some background as to what has happened. So Khanice Jackson was taken away a few weeks ago, and she was actually strangled by Robert, and she was found along the Dyke Road in Portmore St. Catherine. Upon further investigations, it was found out that Robert Fowler was the one who actually brought her to work on or off. On some occasions, she worked in Crossroads, and Robert happened to have worked in Crossroads as well. And he was responsible for her commute. So it's somebody she trusted, somebody she knew. Whilst investigations progressed, he eventually was taken in based on information provided by the boyfriend and the mother and the boyfriend's sister. They were very instrumental in ensuring that he was captured, and the information led to the police accosting him. When the police took him in, it was found out later that he did have interactions with Khanice that morning. He, on a particular voice note, said that he and Khanice were involved in an altercation and Khanice tried to hit him, blah, blah, blah. And from I heard that voice note, I know that there wasn't truthfulness all over it, and there was something that wasn't sitting right. Long and short of it, fast forward, he was responsible for taking the young woman's life. At the end, they found out that she was strangled by him at his home, as you can see inset here, where he carried out the act, went to work after carrying out the act, and then again showed up in the evening, took out Khanice's body and disposed of it, where I said it was found earlier, Dyke Road in Portmore St. Catherine. Now, it was a callous act that was committed, and it sent the country into total concern. You can see her walking on CCTV camera, and I tell you, it was a devastating time for most of the people in Jamaica, and a lot of us were very much concerned, and it caused an upheaval where all the artists from the likes of Popcorn, Vybz Kartel, Spice, Usain Bolt, all of these artists and top celebrity came out and were condemning violence against women in general. But this sent a strong message home until our Prime Minister ended up at the home of Khanice to speak with her parents. And we were told that Robert Fowler is now, they want to conduct further investigations. People don't ask me why. I have no idea why they would want to conduct further investigations, because as far as I can see and as far as we can tell, you can see that this man is totally responsible for it. He admitted to committing the act. He admitted to carrying out the act, and he admitted he even gave the police evidence that he took her to one place first, then he disposed of the body in another place when he wasn't comfortable where he took it before. So I'm of the opinion that this man has done it before. We have heard several voice notes leading up to this about other females who have complained that yes, they know him and he has actually approached them before, but luckily for them, they were smart enough to kind of leave the whole situation alone and stay away from him. Khanice was not so lucky. She was the one who met the bitter end of the stick, and as you can see today, her funeral is on. So let's take a look at the funeral procession. So people, it's a sad, sad state of affair. And the only good thing about this, in all of this sadness, is Khanice's father got the opportunity to be a part of this funeral, because as you can see in this video, he was very much concerned that he was literally crying. His brother was crying, and he said that he was recovering from the Rona and he just wanted them to hold out. So the fact that I could see him in set, I was delighted, because he was concerned, as I said, that he wasn't going to get to see her and that they were going to put her down without his involvement.
Roy Jackson, Khanice's father, who resides in the United States, was not expecting his only daughter to die this way.
I couldn't contain myself. You know, it has been devastating. I'm trying to cope and trying to get an understanding of the whole senselessness of what happened to Khanice. She was deceived. She was deceived by someone she trusted.
Yeah.
And I think we can all fall victim to that.
Jackson, a former renowned racehorse trainer in Jamaica, may however be unable to attend his daughter's funeral due to COVID-19 complications and other internal issues. He wants the burial to be postponed.
If I wasn't suffering from the virus, chances are I'd probably be in Jamaica already. Not chances are, I would have been there. An integral part of Khanice, not just her mom. But for whatever reason, at this stage, her mom seemed to have all that right and all that power to go ahead with a funeral without her father's presence, without her brother's presence.
On the other hand, Khanice's family in Jamaica are saying postponing the funeral is not practical given Khanice's condition. Alex, Khanice's only sibling, had one wish that took him much effort to verbalize.
Just want to see it one more time. That's all. Just want to see it one more time.
For the last
time.
When this just happened, I was really wondering, where was Khanice's father in all of this? Like, it was her and her mother alone, and everything seems to be her and her mother alone. But it is good to see that at least the family came together and all of them were able to at least have a final goodbye or bid farewell to her. It is never good to lose a loved one. And all I can say, people out there, we have to look after each other. When we see certain things that are funny in movements about people that we know, or we alert the people that needs to be alerted, and you know how that goes. I'm not even going to call it inform or whatever, but we just need to start alerting the people we need to alert. It is a good look to see that Khanice's dad was able to make it and Khanice's brother was able to make it, because I thought to myself, geez and peas, and they're not going to get to see them sister for the last time. It was really a sad, somber feeling for me, and I was really feeling some kind of way about it. I am just glad, as I said, they got to lay her down. So the next phase of this whole chapter, closing now and closing out for good, is us seeing that Robert Fowler man now finally placed where he needs to be placed, which is getting the full length of the law, and in prison where he needs to go and stay there, because I don't know what the DPP's office is talking about, where they need further evidence. None of this makes sense to me. It is not adding up. I cannot understand or fathom for the life of me why they would need more information.